Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Miami Dolphins. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. The Dolphins had 0-3 here to begin the campaign. And you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way, because it's so early in the season, it feels like hyperbole. But I think you are spot on this one. Yes, there's still time to turn things around, but they've got to start to win right now if they have any hopes of trying to make the playoffs.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
A 4-yard loss.
They'll drop to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. You don't see too many conversions on 4th and 10, but we just did there. A gain of 14 and a 1st down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This defense for the Steelers, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, set.
They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll set up a throw. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Room here to run. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. George Pickens from 13 yards out. And the Steelers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fields it right around the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Now back to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
And Brandon, you know that expression, he just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
A good move on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Being chased out left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
These two teams all tied after one. Second and 9 now. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
On the ball now.
Looking to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Harris. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
They'll look to throw here. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his one-on-two matchup.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On the set.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ready?
Again, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. And he is going to have the Steelers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They're going to look to throw. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Like it's been this negative ways he just got back to the line of scrimmage. But when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. A gain of 8 there on the play. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Ready.
They're going for it. This is Harris. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Check match. Check match. Ready.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Rolling to his right. He finds his man. Complete. That's Jacobs. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Second and 7. Back to throw here. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Wilson's got it complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7. But they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Got an open man. It's Pickens. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. They'll look to throw. He's got this to Pickens. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 39 yards there, a big one. They'll try to run with Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Steelers 14, Dolphins 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Back to throw. And that is taken in by Njoku. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
But normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
But this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Steelers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
Here we go. Ready?
They'll throw now on the final play. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys are lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Harris going to get it again on second down. He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's got some space here. Finding room at midfield. Still going. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Harris running straight ahead. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
He finds Pickens over the middle. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 40 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Now back to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Steelers 21, Dolphins 7. Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. They'll look to throw here. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 33. A very solid gain of 27.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And they run with Jacobs on first down, and he'll take this forward for about 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders into line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. So they get the interception and almost as importantly, a big return after that.
And who was the guy that saved the touchdown, partner? The guy who threw the interception. A lot of times, he just gives it the old Olay, but give him credit. He went old school. He was determined not to make this a pick 6, and he got there in time to make the tackle.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Ready.
They're going to look to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he is going to have the Steelers' 1st down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. This is caught. Touchdown. George Pickens. With career touchdown number 96, he joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Steelers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
Here's a throw off the scramble, and that's complete out left. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And the Dolphins first down.
We have played 3 quarters. And we'll return with more after this. You're watching.
Okay, ready?
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a give to Jacobs running right.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
He'll drop to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Trap 60.
They'll drop to throw. Flushed out right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built up the efforts of this.
And now here is another interception.
Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead.
They'll start the drive with Harris, and he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations. There'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Here we go.
Back to throw here.
That's swung out wide to Harris.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
Let's go.
Gain of 7. First down, Steelers.
They hand this off to Harris. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The offense on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
And partner, when you run the ball on 3rd and 2, you're telling the whole world you've got nothing but confidence in your offensive line and your runner, and you expect to get it. But they were stuffed on that play. Only got 1 yard. Great job by the defensive front. The linebackers, everyone got involved to force a 4th down.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
to throw now on first down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Harris. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
A loss of 2 brings up second and goal at the 5-yard line.
Right, 97. Right.
They'll set up to throw. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Garrett Wilson, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth-quarter lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Let's rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
On the 6.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And my goodness, another interception.
Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Steelers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Ready, break!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
Down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Dolphins 7. Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Ready!
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. A 3-yard loss. Fourth down now. Back to throw. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And as this defense walks off the...
Dollar. Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bring it home victory straight out.
It's that hate, boy. Yeah, my day ones here to dance it up again. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole